really nice 1D, 'cause that's what I'm looking for. When the
Yes.
Deagles come out and they're taking full buys, so yes.
Cyberstorm of the past has had some powerful ecos. It doesn't take much for Tundra or Nico to really pop off of the turn around. Used to be Justin Feltner. Sad to see he couldn't stick around for one more season. You still got Deagles in the hands of a couple cables.
See, I'm definitely going to be taking note of the way that a lot of these guys make their decisions, because I've learned a lot about how to get better with aim, but I always struggle in these areas where, like, under pressure decision making about what's the right call, and so I'm going to really be watching and see how they choose to make decisions, because a lot of times I don't get it until after the fact.
I think what you'll see with these guys a lot is how much move difference, the way they just jiggle angle always over. You can see how much it makes a difference.
Oh yeah, I remember talking to someone about how it's just as important to make your opponent easy to hit as it is to make yourself hard to hit.
Yeah, absolutely. That's those super frustrating 1Ds where someone just peeks away from a wall for like a quarter second and they're...
Yeah, you just see somebody's shoulder and you're dead.
Yeah, absolutely. White guy mics keep...
Well, it's looking like we're going into the knife rounds, so... Oh, no, never mind. I'm terribly wrong about that, I thought.
Is my mic cutting out for you?
No, it's not. You sound crystal clear.
That's odd. Might have to look back on this one. It looks like it's coming through fine. But I really I can't say that for certain.
Yeah, I can take a look if you want me to go check the stream real fast.
Yeah, go check the stream. Let me know what's going on. I can try and BS around. KCKZHI, I will do my absolute best to find out why the mic is... Really don't think it's... Like, I can hear it in my monitor sound. Doesn't sound choppy, but maybe the mayor will come back after listening. What's up, Boston? What's up with the bruh?
Yeah, it is a little choppy, and I'm not quite sure why. But I could hear it. You sound fine in Discord. That's so strange.
I can look at. Mousy Dog is my boy Tony, and we're an absolute meme team, so it has absolutely with how good we're playing for fun, enjoying ourselves. The good old mayor's on the team.
We have a good time. We are casuals at the end of the day, but
absolutely.
I take some time. Take some time to learn the game.
Comes with the name.
Oh yeah, Filthy's Casuals.
Yep.
I love that name, man. I love it. Just taking a little time, play some CS with the boys, improve a little bit here and there, but we're not stressing, you know. Yeah, we want to see some high level
stress CS. That's what I'm talking about.
Big facts. Coming out for the high level CS, you come to this stream, check out these guys over at Cyberstorm.
Come check out the mains.
Absolutely.
Mr. Scott, you did not see me today. I did in fact see you. Oh yeah, I guess you did see me on Zoom, so that counts. Hello, Mr. Scott. Welcome to the stream. I did see you passing by Blackstone though. Oh yep, here comes the knife. So
oh, here it is, live in effect.
We'll be swapping over. Hopefully the mic figures itself out here in a second, but we're gonna go over to that.
Looks like Cyberstorm's starting on the CT side. We'd like to see him win and be able to stay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it really doesn't matter as long as they can. They can get it. Get a good start.
Got it.
Yeah, it all comes down to pistol, really.
And our boys are starting on the CT side for the first pistol round of this exciting game. And it's always something about that first game of the season. There's just a little bit of electricity in the air. You know, dreams start here. This is for the league run.
It was all memes for us, that's for sure. All memes.
Oh yeah. But that's I'm defined by memes.
I'm gonna have to turn off net graph here in a second, but
you go 3 down mid.
Yeah, it looks like the Fury of pistol coming out. Slickton and Deviate gonna clean up most of that. Pearson picking up 1. Just Tundra left, and he is coming over from the B bomb site. This is going to be one heck of a retake. No utility, no armor. Just the CZ, and I'd bet he'd rather hang on to it. Oh, and just that First spray, drop the bullets. Only 12 in the magazine. That's an absolute shame. So you got it going into this bonus round.
Yeah, it's looking like our boys are picking up exactly what I want to see. 3 Deagles coming out on the Cyberstorm side. A 4 and a 5-7 from Nico P. This is the kind of bonus round where that AK and those couple of MAC-10s might come into the hands of the CTs at this rate. Tundra is looking like he's headed straight for middle with this D. I'm excited to see what happens. But the T's are lining up for what looks like a B hit. So let's just see how long it takes our boys to react. They're spreading out a little bit. Molly's coming in on a car, and I think right now the T's are just gauging, spreading out the map, and trying to figure out where these weak points are, where they can pick up a body or two before executing. And our boys are holding steady.
Let me go ahead and turn X-ray on for a little bit. That's always fun. Gives you a new perspective. Well, I think you're right. I do think they're leaning in towards a B hit. They have pushed into brackets a little bit here. Haven't been able to get anything done. Haven't spotted anybody.
Just as we speak, the professor manages to find an ultimate.
Ooh, and Tundra with a sick 1D.
And all of a sudden, the T's are put on the back foot, walking back towards the middle, trying to make a decision. And they don't know Tundra's here. He's going to find another.
Yeah, great second 1D. And they might just end up going back towards... Ooh, and die.
Nice
die.
shot.
There we go. Yeah, we talked about it in the pre-show, man. These ecos can be deadly. In the right hands, these pistols can do a lot of work.
And just like that, they've turned this round into a 3v1. And it's looking like that T is going to try to grab that AK and probably save. Oh, he's looking for mid control here, sitting Mexi. Maybe an AX.
He might just be trying to bait out armor from one more, or maybe an early rotation from the 2 pistols, but he's not even going to get that much. And yeah, that's going to be his AK now. Die.
We love to see that.
Die, Tundra. Everybody chipping in for a couple Deagle shots.
Yeah, really clinical performance out of the Cyberstorm side, just holding steady, not giving them anything, forcing them into some rough spots, using out utility fast. And the T's are kind of in a weird spot with one that forced and the others that I guess they also forced, but he managed to pick up a MAC-10. The rest are on upgraded pistols. And
it's gonna be their own eco here.
Yeah.
Nothing fast coming out of the gate. One pushing up into brackets here, but the Tundra and the Professor there, I'd be a little wary of pushing it dry, and there's not a lot of utility.
2 have stacked up in apps, but the Professor's gonna find one. Does he hear the second? He does. That's 2 very important kills into the round, setting the T side up for what looks like a very slow start of this game.
I mean, they were able to get the pistol, but just losing the bonus makes such a big difference.
Especially when the T's are buying rifles that the CTs can recover and just...
Ooh, and the timing on that play, but the Professor able to get around the corner and get the gun back out.
Talking about decision making under pressure, that was good on him. I would have ran around that corner.
Yeah, but with nobody in arch, just him left on that lane side, somebody's got to be there. I assume it was called that he was low HP, but this last player here in Boiler,
Ooh,
able to get it done with a CZ, big kill. He's able to pick up a FAMAS out of that.
And it looks like he's trying to get rid of as many rifles as he can from the CT side, knowing that he's not going to be able to complete the round.
Ooh, he got the dink onto Exo, but Exo's going to finish that kill.
He still prevented Exo from picking up that AK, so that is good economic blockage or damage, but I mean, still at a loss of the bonus.
Yeah, but the CT economy is good. I mean, they'll be able to buy up again even if they lose this round, and the T economy doesn't look good at all.
Oh yeah, after that that loss on the bonus, and then I think it looked like a force almost after, kind of an eco force. One player did really force hard with a MAC-10 and armor and full util.
And again, we see this push down mid, and Nico's able to pick up one, but he's going to be traded, and the Professor's going to lose his life with it. Exo trying to see what he can do with the MAC-10. He's been able to build quite a bit of money with that MAC-10 since the bonus round, up to 5,300.
Yeah, that's going to be a good for one of these players like the Professor who might not be able to afford a rifle into the next round. they saw one in alt mid. I'm curious if they know whether both are there because they could very easily back out here or stack up for an apps push.
Yeah, they're falling back with a minute left. They could easily split either site. I believe Tundra's got a good angle here, just playing on top of the barrels, looking above the half wall. They're probably not going to be able to catch him off, and it's unlikely that they get a trade because he gets that first spray and he's able to drop down, get back into the B site, and continue fighting full HP.
Even if he doesn't find a kill here, the information that he gains is huge in terms of knowing that both players are now in the middle area.
He's able to pick up Slickton, but that is going to lead Deviate up towards top mid and through brackets. He's all the way through arches. I don't know if that's going to be calm.
Ooh,
Does seem like Dai considers the possibility, but Tundra's got a long route back. Maybe just got a little too aggressive pushing mid there. Deviate should get the bomb plant. He's going to get Tundra with it.
And with one player on 10 HP, this could be a clutch out of Deviate.
It absolutely could. But that 1 HP isn't saying much for him, and there is a grenade on EXO. We'll see if it finds any use. Deviate back into the back halls. Ooh, that's a big one. He knows that he has to just force out little fights here, but he's probably not expecting the kid on die. Oh, and that's a great 1v3 clutch. With 1 HP. That's huge.
I think the play that won him that round was 100% the walk up middle into arches, moving over to the B site.
Yeah, and just they got a little over aggressive on the retakes, not really playing together there. But at the end of the day, it's a 2-2 half. Cyberstorm's able to buy up mostly, a couple pistols out, but they will be looking at a full rifle round out of the T's.
I would never discredit those pistols. We've seen some amazing stuff already just in these first 4 rounds.
Yeah, absolutely. And they are making their way towards top banana.
Deviate with a spray through and apps, hitting one of our players down to 22 HP, the professor.
That's a pretty common spray angle. I don't think that Molly's really going to push anybody out, but it does.
True.
Does look like once again they're pushing for this this brackets control with nothing more than for information. I don't know if they'll expect Nico P on the balcony. They are going to find him and they're going to catch Tundra through the smoke.
Deviate is pulling his weight. I'll tell you what, with a 3K almost this round. That spray, by the way, in apps, I never find very fruitful, but he found almost 78 HP off of one of their players, so fair play to him.
I think at lower levels, it's a rather uncommon position to play inside the apps in that long haul, especially without a second player. That's usually the idea, is you maybe have an op that holds the far angle and a rifle there to trade, but yeah, it does look like it's just going to be a save this round. Probably a good call. They've got 2-3 players that are probably going to be on a double save here. I doubt the T's are going to chase because their economy isn't looking great. They're going to have a hard time dropping rifles over to Zeke. Although Deviate should be fine to buy himself up.
Yeah, I'm sure with a little bit of money going into the next round and a couple rifles, they'll be able to make something work. But these T's, I know that money racks up fast for them, so being able to at least keep 3 rifles with 4,900, now 8,400 on Deviate, who's been picking up frags left and right. I'm sure they're going off a lot of momentum here. They're feeling confident after that 1v3 clutch.
Yeah, absolutely. And we should see maybe a couple pistols come out for Cyberstorm. Does look like we're gonna have a Deagle, P250, and a 5.7 out. Once again, that full rifle buy. You just you gotta hope somebody can get something done with a pistol here.
I think what's scarier is all that utility. About 4 players with full sets of util.
Yeah, and the CTs are gonna find that they're out of utility very quickly. But this banana aggression, able to take down 1, it's not the numbers they want. And EXO knocked down, being the only player with a rifle left. Cyberstorm should probably send a rotate over to Banana to pick up that extra FAMAS. And it does look like
he knows there's a player down in lower apps, and he's just
Nico's gonna get this timing. He's 100% going to get this timing as they start to stack towards B after getting the first frag up there. It's just going to be whether he can beat them before they're all the way up banana, because by the time they're up banana, they're going to have somebody watching bottom. But right now, they will not expect it. And that's the bomb down. That's going to make a difference in this round. And Nico smartly exiting.
Yeah, now those T's are going to be having one guy hold back just to watch their back banana, or at the very least, they're going to be wary of someone coming up, so they're going to have to act fast, pushing onto the site, right into the hands of Cyberstorm.
Oh, and Tundra with a huge 1-dig. This is now a 4v1, and I doubt he clutches it.
And just like that, those pistols are beating out the AKs. We'd love to see it.
I think that banana aggression coming out early was really intelligent. They knew they were low utility. There was only so long that they could hold them in banana without just getting utility to death. So taking that early aggression, getting one frag, you don't really want to get traded there. You definitely want to put yourself in a 5-on-4, especially as the CTs. But at least getting the one frag probably changed that round. It gave Nicholas P a lot of room and a lot of map to work with.
Oh yeah, I think just that substitute aggression for util, they knew they had to make some kind of a play. From a lower level player, I thought it was a little risky having both the rifles stacked up there, because if they had decided to push through with several players, that might have been a much tougher round to win. But they played it really smart, and again, just after seeing these Deagle rounds, I'm sure Reload Focus has to put some respect, towards these guys, no matter what gun they're using.
Yeah, speaking of Deagles, Zeke just hit a sick 1-dig in the apps and is able to recover the AK, and that's going to put Cyberstorm at a disadvantage, but you do have Tundra with the op, and it looks like somebody's going to try and see if they can push him off the arch angle. Nicholas P is a real danger from pit. He can multi-frag to hell in there.
Yeah, and he's looking at 3 players without any armor, only one with head armor. I'm sure
Does look like they're going to flash into this arch side. Tundra's able to get one. He's backing off, expecting some possible lane aggression, but Nico should be able to help. Tundra able to get 2. First one up at cart, one on site. The op is down, but they still got to deal with Nico P. Op able to trade him. It's going to be Exo and Die, both with kits. Plenty of time, both players on site. Oh, and Exo's going to get great timing on the opper. And that's the only rifle these T's had on them. Gone.
Last player with half health and a Deagle with no armor. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to take.
And they're expecting him on site, and they found him. And they'll be able to recover that. They'll be able to recover that op. If they want to go looking, they can probably go find the AK as well.
Oh yeah, and it looks like Die's going to pick up that AK from pit.
It was a really strong eco round from Reload Focus. They were able to get a lot done, do a lot of damage to the economy, but it just wasn't enough there at the end. A little overstretching into lane with the op.
Certainly a closer round than we'd like to see. And again, we see the at least a successful start to a round out of an early pick. So we're seeing it, and this is true of Inferno. One of the reasons I think why Furia loves Inferno is because that aggro playstyle can be extremely rewarding in these matches.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think Cyberstorm... Ooh, and Tundra's going to get aggressive mid, but he's going to get taken down by Deviate. Maybe just pushing a little too much, not putting the respect on him just yet.
I would be weary of Deviate. He's been playing quite well.
Yeah, he's definitely fragging well. I think him and Zeke are playing a really good game. Slickton's had a couple nice shots as well. But we'll see as they start. It looks like a full A execute. But the utility is going to come out. Nicholas P, once again, is going to be holding down this A site.
And that call came from the Professor, and Exo's moved over towards the arch side, and he knows there's at least one player in mid using utility to hold him where he is.
Nico's playing a really good grimy angle here at Wagon.
Ooh, I didn't see it. This is nuts. I'm just waiting for someone. Look at Slickton. He's going to walk into it.
It doesn't look like they're going to try the arch wrap again. I don't see a lot of utility being laid out over there, so it does look like they're starting to make their way back towards mid, and Cyberstorm has the wrong site stacked.
So I'm glad they left Die on that site with a little bit of utility to work with. Now there is only 30 seconds left in the round, so the T's are going to have to make some action pretty soon, and I think Cyberstorm's realizing it's sending Exo back for a boost. Oh, if they don't check this boost spot, this could be huge for Die.
And it looks like both... Oh, and there's more utility. With 30 seconds left, they're going to be able to smoke it off. Oh, the flank. Unfortunately, Exo was the arch player in that round after Tundra was taken down, and they were just able to sneak on by.
So I guess you're right in talking about maybe a little more conservative play style might do them good. Burn some of that time off the clock and force them into a less comfortable situation.
Yeah, this is really common from players like Tundra and Nico, where you spend a whole offseason pugging and just destroying guys, and then you get in here and you're so used to, like, well, if I push down mid, I usually get one more. But right there, he got 100% punished for it. Professor not able to trade that one out.
Deviate is looking for that wall damage, and he might find it if he keeps going.
If the Professor pushes here, he might be able to pick one up. Unfortunately, that wall spray comes through. Saw an op kill at Ozzer. Yeah, once again, Tundra pushing down middle. Exo able to pick up one. Nicholas able to pick up one.
Oh, and Slickton goes down from die, pushing up.
Die. These eco rounds, man. Seems like both teams are really capitalizing when they have the least to work with. That being said, the CTs now know it's going to be an A execute, exposing the two of their players were in fact on B. And the safe plant comes in, pit fully smoked off. Nico able to pick up one. That opper's still evading him. The sound cue is going to give the spot away. Nico just needs to wait for Die. He needs to give Die the chance to come back in. Never mind, Nicholas needs nobody.
It was a little close for comfort. Had Azur managed to hit that shot, that might have been a very different round there with Nico flying up out of pit. But that gives me goosebumps. Just that 1v2 with an op. That's old Kenny S. He would just, don't challenge him. Don't challenge him. Util and double peek, please.
Yeah, I mean, taking what he was given. Nico here able to. They really risked putting that rifle on him because that could really turn into a double save very quickly, especially on the CT side. But he made it a benefit. He said, "Hey team, give me the rifle. I can make this work."
Yeah, I'm hoping that it only takes a couple more rounds.
Oh, it looks like a B rush. I love B rushes.
Yeah, I know. Who is it? Mythic has a great B rush.
Oh, they absolutely do. Pearson. Oh, and the Cyberstorm players are going to get a double peek in there. Exo and Die both cleaning up one. And the smokes are going to come out. It's going to make him a little more survivable on the site. Unfortunately, he's going to 1G into a molly. Nicholas P. retaken back through this coffin. He's going to spot deviate. Able to do a lot of damage to him.
And without even realizing it, Reload Focus just walked into the Cyberstorm blender, and it looks like they're going to be able to clean up that round nicely with a solid B hold, only losing, 2 players, and by the time that had happened, the rotate already came from A. Just clinical and clean Counter-Strike right there.
Well, they were really Exo and Die, being the solo players on that site, were able to get a lot done and survive for such a long period of time. They were dropping smokes on each other. They were making sure those mollies weren't going to be able to get him, even though I think Exo was the one that went down to the new box molly. I just don't think he knew it was still up. But definitely able to do the damage they needed to do. And here comes the fast mid. Cyberstorm seems aware. That molly slowed him down.
Tunja's just looking for this one pick, and he wants to fall off. But I wonder if that... Oh,
and if he keeps spraying, he's going to get a lot more than one.
Uh-oh.
Nicholas P. here for the wrap. Able to take it down. 2 players left. Once again, the op picked up.
But with no
not able to get it done.
Zeke, he's not going to be able to convert anything with that.
Now, Nico top fragging on the server. Love to see it. Love to see him playing well, not getting tilted, and just focusing on his own game.
As much as I want to love and support Nico, I'd have to correct you and show you that Deviate from Reload Frags.
He is the top on the server. You're absolutely right. He's on the top of the server. And he's got to start asking his teammates, "Hey, where are you guys at? Are you guys in it right now?" Because they're making these rounds close, and if just a couple other players really step up and make a couple plays, they're gonna get a lot more frags.
Now, if I had to say what I'm starting to see is wrong with what's going on the T side is they're losing these B players fast. And I mean, Dai's aggro down banana with EXEA back up top, just holding him steady. The eco use has been great, but moreover, they've just been clinical. They just haven't lost these aim duels there. So finding that one guy so early on in the round makes all the difference. Trying to take A site with 4 players, backing them out.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think there's enough utility being abused by the T side over at B. But at the same time, I think the CTs are still overextending a little bit there, especially going into a gun round like this. You don't really need to go for those peaks. This isn't an anti-eco. You can just let the utility do the work, chip the damage, and make what would be a B side take all the harder.
No, I think you're totally right. And again, I'm sure these guys are feeling themselves again, like you were talking about, coming off of a very puggy off season. Still 7-4 up, and all in all, looking at the Cyberstorm side, there's nobody not carrying their own weight. And even if you wanted to look at Dai with 7 kills, those are some really impactful frags that we've seen out of eco rounds, deagles, really good, just plays. So I'm sure the team is just feeling really good, but hopefully that round right there slaps them back into shape, saying, "Hey guys, you can't just run down banana like that. Give them easy rounds, put them back into this game."
Yeah, absolutely. And the shoddy coming out on Nico P. I love it when he's got a meme weapon on him. I wouldn't be surprised if this heads up towards apartments. Unfortunately, he's gonna take a little knife damage. But yeah, this CT side's still learning how to play together. I think Dai and EXO have only been on the team for less than a month. Obviously, Nico and Tundra have played together forever, but they generally play opposite sites. And sure as it comes, Nicholas P with that shoddy in apartments.
This is a good battle. Deviate versus Nico P with the meme XM coming out. And yeah, you're absolutely right when it comes
Big
to
trades on B, but I'm way more interested in what happens with this XM.
Yeah, 100%. That's all I'm watching.
Oh, and he might catch Deviate off. Sure as shit he will.
And that's a nice rifle for Nico. Looking
XM
at
able to get one.
Potential retake here. Maybe not, though.
I doubt that. I doubt they go for this, but they might. They're already in a double save situation. The buy round isn't in their favor. So maybe they go for exits. Maybe they try and get another rifle. Unfortunately, Tundra are going to go down to the op. Nico probably needs to definitely just back off and save here. Still, the T side economy. These trading rounds is affecting the T's just as much as it is the CTs right now.
Oh, 100%. Neither team's able to really rack up a loss bonus at this rate, so I'm not sure. Well, I actually am sure. The team that's 100% going to take more of a hit from that is the CTs, just because that economy is so much more demanding. We're still seeing a majority rifles coming out from the T side on and off wins.
And the Nova's out.
Hey, anything is possible at this rate. We saw an XM kill in the last round.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that Nova takes up a similar position in apps, maybe towards stairs, trying to get an early sneak peek, but...
And again, just looking at the scoreboard, Deviate is stepping up for his team with 15 frags, really showing that he is a fragger and he is, to be respected against some of these...
Tundra got a Zeus.
Let me see, where's he at? Oh, yeah. He's stacking one up on flower pots, and looks like he's
Mikey got a Zeus. And I guess that Zeus has scared them off enough that they're no longer interested in the B bomb site. As I say that, they are making their way up Arch.
Oh, this could be huge.
Tundra not able to get it done. Nicholas P hiding patiently. Able to get one.
Oh, the Nova.
Able to get two. Did the Nova pick one?
Yeah, the Nova picked one from the Professor, and it looks like Nico P is going to get fragged out of Graveyard in a 1v1 situation. The bomb hasn't gone down yet. If only that Zeus gave a little bit of money, that might have been a more worth endeavor. But I'm certainly sure it hurts the morale of the other team.
A frag's a frag, man. And right now we got an unarmored EXO with this AK, probably a lot closer than Slickton expects him, and he sure is.
Yeah, that's one hell of an off angle that I'm sure he wasn't expecting. And he was able to recover the op. That looks like it's going to be going over to Tundra.
And look at the economic damage that did. 2 or 3 players are going to be able to buy up in full on the T side. Cyberstorm's going to be good. They're going to have full utility. Looks like most players have opted for head armor. Hopefully that MAC-10 doesn't make its way towards those that don't.
That gnarly, you know what the damage is. I'm looking at Deviate on only a Tech 9, Grenade, and Molotov. That's going to hurt their team massively. I'm surprised they didn't drop him an AK.
Well, but this aggression's paying off now. Now they know nobody's a B.
Oh, they have full lane control.
One's made it onto the site. Professor just not able to get anything done. Nico's going to be taken out.
I might consider a save here. No, it's last round. That's wrong. That's why I'm silver. Gosh, this is going to be a tough one. A-Site Inferno is known to be a very hard retake.
They've got the utility. They've got the nades.
Oh,
the damage is done. Oh, but Tundra's just not hitting right now. It's a really unfortunate time to fall off there. But, man, it was a good half. They kept it close. A lot closer than I was expecting.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hey, you know, I came to see a game, first game of the season. I'm excited. I want to see these guys perform. They've been hitting these deagle shots. They've definitely been making some good shot calling decisions. And I'm sure they're shaking off a little bit of that rust from that off season. But, you know, this is what I came to see, some high level Counter-Strike. And it's 100% coming out from these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Cyberstorm would have liked a better performance, especially with how many close rounds they had there. I don't think there were specifically any economic mistakes, per se. I don't think they were misbuying. I just think there were a couple misplays that really didn't need to come through. And really, the story is Deviate. I mean, just a huge half from him. There's no way it would even be... That might have been a 10-5, 11-4 half if Deviate's not in the server right now.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. Deviate has been carrying his weight and then some. And I think part of it has to do with this this over-aggression coming out of the... how do I put the Cyberstorm side? You know, he's kind of been their light at the end of the tunnel. I'm sure he's been doing a lot of the communicating on his team, saying, "Hey, look, guys, we're finding these picks. Let's take advantage of them." You know, he's keeping his team together because otherwise, it looks like the T's previously now CTs might have been falling apart.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see. We'll see. Reload Focus was able to take the first pistol. We'll see if they can take the second. You got it, Mayor.
All right. I'm looking at the Cyberstorm side currently. And last round was a very aggressive mid play. And it looks like Reload Focus might be pulling a very similar tactic with 4 players at the mid site. No, they're moving up into apartments looking for alt mid.
Yeah, if Cyberstorm's able to get this B bomb site open and realize it quickly, it's this might be a pretty quick done round. But as I say that, they have 2 fast rotates into the CT. And Cyberstorm's committed. They're not worried about these smokes. They're not worried about whatever Deviate's doing. They're even able to get the early pick from Tundra. Just spraying up into the boost.
Oh, and you're gonna have aggressive banana play, man. He just doesn't like the
No, I like this on pistol. I like it on pistol, but it doesn't pay off. They did have a 3-on-2 there, and unfortunately, just a couple of really good headshots coming in from Slickton.
Slickton picked up 2. That's right. On banana, that was crucial out of him.
Yeah, and Cyberstorm was able to get a plant there, so I expect with the low force, maybe a couple AKs. Sure as shit, it comes in. We'll see. They'll definitely have the better hardware. This seems to be the new meta. Is once you got that bomb plant coming in with these Galils against MP9s, if they're taking the right fights, this should be a 1 bonus. And they won the last bonus, so we'll definitely see.
And it looks like either a tech pause or a tactical pause came out from one of the sides. I'm not quite sure which at this time.
But if I had to guess right now, it'd be Reload Focus, just based on how long it took them to fully buy out there.
That's a good assertion to make.
This is a pretty crucial round because this is going to be a 2 or 3 round swing based on this one alone. Because it'll break the economy of whoever loses.
Man, I don't know what it is about saying 5 MP5, so that's scary. That's a scary sight. That's a whole lot of fire rate.
It's a heck of a lot of potential, is what it is. There's a lot of money that can be made there. It's just gonna depend on how well one of these sites can be opened up. We'll see. The professor just dry walking in. He's able to pick up Zeke. That's a good pick. That's probably going to force a rotation.
I was going to say, talking about utility use previously in Banana, there was nothing out of the
I think there
side.
were a couple nades because they did have full utility, and it looks like Slickton's just down to a Molly flash.
Yeah, it was certainly they were less aggressive in the Banana compared to Cyberstorm, and Cyberstorm is able to take top card control rather fast in the round, so they can post up in a couple positions where if they need to rotate out, you can go right ahead and do that, or rotate towards the site.
Yeah, and we've got one player from Cyberstorm wrapping this A bomb site as Tundra's able to pick up Pearson. EXO still getting interested in B. Able to get one. That just leaves one player in the server. 5 left alive for Cyberstorm. Tundra able to pick it up with the AK. The superior firepower.
That is a big round. And on top of that, with no deaths out of the Cyberstorm side, they're all going to be able to maintain their Galils or AKs. Full utility coming out for most of the boys. And just like that, the economy is zapped away from reload focus. I mean, they're forced down to pistols.
They have to force here. They have to because they know they lose this round. Cyberstorm's economy is full. No matter what round they lose after this round, they'll be able to buy back up. So they should be guaranteed this bonus unless some crazy pistol work comes out of reload focus, and we know deviate with a deagle. It's a dangerous combination. Definitely don't. But Cyberstorm seems aware. And it looks like they're just going to try their luck at one site, see what happens as Nicholas P is able to get one out of apartments.
I'm loving the patient side of Cyberstorm there. With Nico P and, who was it? I think the professor, or Die, posted up.
Die pushing up.
Just holding, waiting for that push, and they found it.
Tundra not afraid of this deagle, but he should have been. Slickton able to pick up one. Able to get that AK out of the hands as well. The professor taken down. Now we've got a 3-on-3. Better weaponry still in the hands of Cyberstorm. Deviate. Looks like he's going to rotate off fast. Right as Zeke gets dropped. And that might commit Deviate to the B bomb site for this A-tag. EXO with an insane flick opening up B.
I love that. That's great. EXO with an aggro play. Finding one. He knows that's not going to be the only player because there shouldn't be enough on A after the 2 frags or 1 frag that came out from A.
Yeah, but Slickton probably not spending enough time checking this CT out. Because EXO's still back there. And eventually he's going to get real interested. Especially as this shooting starts.
Slickton still has full HP.
He's taken out, and that's an AK in the hands.
I was getting a little nervous there, seeing 53, 52, and 23 on the HP of our Cyberstorm boys. But they were able to clutch it out, take care of business, and now the CTs are desperately looking for cash that they don't have.
Yeah, they're going to be down to USPSs here. The loss bonus will definitely happen pretty soon, so they'll be able to buy up probably in the next round with a decent buy. I don't know. They bought a little low, a little unnecessarily. Why buy chest armor with a USPS? What's your plan there?
Maybe we'll have to watch Azure and find out.
I don't know. They're a lot smarter than I am, that's for sure. They're in Maine. They have the opportunity to get relegated. That means they're better than me.
It's quite a heavy B stack, you know. It looks to me as though they're probably looking for either the retake, and they have 1 player at graveyard, just almost like a ward, with keeping an eye on Hero.
Yeah, and I think they're going to realize that stack pretty quickly when they keep hearing shots.
Oh, yeah.
As Tundra and EXO be able to pick up 1 apiece. But it is this A interest that is coming through the professor all the way up at Wagon. Nicholas P clearing out apartments. Die's going to go down.
You know, Pearson on the side of Reload Focus has been an unsung hero. He was carrying a little heavier back when Deviate had 12 kills. He had 11. And, I mean, he's picked up some pretty important frags. Just eco damage. But making this, you know, potentially winnable, finding one, Tundra being on 7 HP, it looks like they're just looking for exits, though. I don't think they're going to attempt.
I think they're going to push up. They're only on USPSs. They don't have a lot to save. So yeah. It's a lot better for them to die and maybe take a couple rifles with them.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Maybe they were just waiting for the B players to rotate.
And they might. There's a couple people that could get caught out here. EXO might not be in the best position, but Nicholas B able to trade out the professor.
And it's funny. Azer's the one that finds that USP kill. Maybe the aim punch might have ruined him. Maybe not fit that armor.
Are you sure it's Azer? I think it might be Auser.
Auser?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
speak
it
German.
is. Oh,
I think it's Germanic. And that's that double safe coming in. They haven't. They had MP9s for the bonus, and they haven't had anything significant since. A lot of utility coming in on this buy. 3 players here at the B bomb site. It's a B rush, and Cyberstorm could be walking into the Lion's Den. And it looks like they are going to hide a second player new box. He should be caught out by Tundra.
Tundra finds 2. Nico P finding another on site. It looks like they're leaving the German to the CT side, and he's going to get caught.
Pearson was not expecting Tundra to jump through the smoke, but guess what? That's exactly what Tundra always does.
And just a little bit of BM to sprinkle on top as Cyberstorm picks up the largest round difference between the two since the first 4 rounds. A whopping 4-round difference. And Cyberstorm is looking, and I'm sure they are feeling great.
Yeah, and this is the crazy part. If Cyberstorm wins this round, CTs are broken again. And that's another 2 rounds or so that they're going to have to fight back with pistols, and they just haven't been able to convert an eco this half.
I haven't been seeing that confidence out of Deviate. You know, he's really relying on some of these other players to hold some crucial positions, and they're getting caught out. Now, that's a big kill from Pearson. Any weight off of his shoulders is probably the difference between some of these rounds, and 2 kills out of Pearson is going to make a big difference.
Yeah, I don't know about that peak there. I think Die really didn't need to push that. It should have been calmed early that there was a double stack on the balcony. But it just didn't seem to come through. The professor unconcerned with this B player, just trying to catch off some rotating CTs probably. I think they're quite aware that they're probably going to have to go for kills here, or at least force a big rotation to give EXO his best possible chance in this 1v3. Smartly, he's just going to go right back towards the B bomb site.
We have seen some pretty fast rotations out of Reload Focus, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see, either Pearson or Slickton being left towards the A bomb site and the other heading over to help.
They've been relatively effective. I like their positioning in kind of these late round plays. Nobody's out where they're going to be in a one-on-one, where they're going to be picked off. Right now, if EXO puts this bomb down on B, that comm is going to come through early.
Oh yeah, Deviate's still waiting around in construction. Now, if EXO can find Deviate, that's the difference. Oh, and it looks like he's going to get caught in the back. Unlucky.
Yeah, that was a really well-played round from Deviate, and really the whole Reload Focus side.
A lot of good patience coming out from them. Really hunkered down. They weren't stressing. There wasn't a lot of anxiety in the way that they were playing, which was nice.
No, absolutely not. And a huge 20 frags from Deviate. He's definitely slowed down this half, but he's still server top fragging. And EXO definitely pulling his weight on the T side.
100%.
Love to see a new player come into a roster and still frag confidently.
Yeah, seeing EXO holding his own aggressively on CT side, I knew when he came onto the T side that he'd find his place right at home.
Yeah, and the fast A is coming in. They have brackets control early. Tundra able to make his way onto the balcony. That's going to be a very unexpected position. Able to take down Pearson. Just smart positioning.
With Zeke finding the professor through the smoke, and they now know that it's going to be an A play just from these guns coming out.
It's an aim battle now. The bomb's coming to them. 3v4. EXO kind of got to get a quick one here. That still is not the bomb site. I doubt they're going to expect Slickton to still be on this site. Tundra just playing grimy and playing that arch position.
And we love those kinds of kills. Turning this into a 3v1 with the bomb down on A site. Now, if there was a player in this server that I could see doing it, Deviate is the one. He's trusted to solo hold B because they're that confident in his ability. Knowing that at least one player is tagged up, he's not going to be able to find any of them. And
no, Nico playing that perfectly. Just waiting for the library side walk up and deciding, you know what? I'm feeling confident I can hit some heads right now.
I'm glad they're feeling that way. You know, Reload Focus having one player fragging out at 20, Cyberstorm with 2, and Tundra on a close.
Basically 3. Basically 3 players are at 20 right now. And yeah, they've made a few mistakes here and there, but they're still taking risks, and a lot of those risks are paying off. Playing Tundra there on the Arch side is a massive risk. That's saying that our 2 players on the site are fine. They're gonna do what they need to do, but we can extend somebody out to a position and try and catch somebody off here. Tundra just making solo plays, making the presence known mid.
And it's still at least 3 Deagles on the side of Reload Focus with Zeke, Slickton, and Pearson, all threats. But we do see their carry Deviate go down, which is a massive frag with a 5v4 that feels even more weight than it already is.
Nicholas P able to pick up. Owser hiding in a position that Nico once played with an XM.
Nico is able to convert from that position.
And that fountain is such a frustrating position. It's so hard to get hit markers. Slickton with a huge kill, not able to get 2. Nicholas P able to clean him up. Nicholas P taking his rightful seat as the server top frag.
We love to see that out of die. And we like I said, those Deagles are not to be messed with. They still found 2 of the Cyberstorm players and left die on a whopping 26 HP. Zeke, knowing the CT economy, it's very plausible that he takes a save here, happy with his rifle and deagle in hand, but more importantly, his life.
Yeah, both of these teams making pistols work this game. It's been very impressive, very fun to watch. Unfortunately, I do think this one's gonna find its end relatively soon here, with this T-side economy just absolutely monstrous.
Oh yeah, these CTs are left. You know, bone dry, and even taking this rifle into the next round, maybe finding an exit or 2 might help, but he might lose it here. Oh,
Nope, able to pick up 2. CTs will have another buy here, but it might very well be their last of the game if Cyberstorm's able to put together another take like that.
Now, we've seen 2 ops come out, so those kills were the difference, especially being able to save that AK as well, and op coming out on Zeke and Owser. Looking to be 1 split at each site. I'm curious to see how well they're able to hold with these ops. We haven't seen too much coming out of the CT side since the
Looks like Tundra's going for the B Zywoo. Yeah, slowed down. Die able to trade out Nicholas P towards the apartments.
A little bit of utility going out to the B bomb site. Just trying to bait Zeke into... And who else is on the site with him? Deviate, Deadly Force.
He's going to get mollied out here. Going to make him a little uncomfortable. He's pushing towards the dark position. It's a 4-on-4, and 4-on-4 is always favor the T side. Especially on this map.
They got 2 still on B and 2 on A
Oh,
now.
Seek with a huge pick on Tundra. That's the T side op out of the round, and that might just push them all the way back to A.
And just that little bit of difference in economy, saving that AK and getting those frags is the difference between that op coming out on Zeke. So, you know, little movements, big impacts.
Yeah, I think that molly is going to solidify the possibility that the T's are still on B site. Professor taking his time, not running until he's all the way down banana. So, and the first A pick comes in, 3-on-3. Only 1 player left on the A bomb site.
And it looks like this is going to trigger a rotate out of the CTs. They found the offer.
Die and Slickton playing next to each other, unaware. Able to trade it out. That Moto Smoke's going to come in. That's really going to slow the retake. No utility on the CTs. However, 1 kit on Deviate.
Oh, are they going to walk through the smoke at the worst times?
Oh, Zeke able to pick it up. All down to EXO now.
Still very winnable here.
Oh, absolutely. If he can catch Zeke on a missed timing, gonna expect the upper aggression, not able to get the kill. And Deagle comes in.
With that peek at a graveyard, he potentially had to... Oh, and the BM out of Zeke. That's bold. Coming from a 14-9 scoreline, but...
14-10 now.
Yeah, you got to take every victory every round at a time, right?
See, the buy looks pretty strong on these CTs. This will be the breaker for Cyberstorm if they're not able to get this round.
That double off has been working well for them, keeping a threat on either side of the map, really making
They're
the T.
set up triple B right now, but that is not where the T's are. We'll see how much Cyberstorm will be able to get done before the CTs fully commit back to A. Piercing able to get one.
It looks like Owser's playing the rotate from Arches and is now leaning towards the A bomb site with all this util coming out.
Zeke able to get the Professor. He has been relatively ineffective on the B hold so far. Just that B lurk hasn't really been paying off the past couple rounds. You really got to trade that out. Nicholas P. also going to get taken down by Owser. That's the Cyberstorm economy broken, and that definitely brings in the potential of overtime.
This game is getting a little too close for comfort. Well, seeing those 2 kills out of Slickton, slowing down the T push. Nico P with a great response finding too, but it's just not enough with the offer coming out from Owser and Library.
No, I believe that would have needed to be an ace clutch there. T's smartly deciding to buy down a little bit. They're not going for the full Deagle armor here. Just some P250s and a quick rush. Fortunately, 2 going down to the fucking molly, man. That's not what you want to see. And now there's 4 here. CT's really committed to that retake. Auto director doing me no favors in that round.
Yeah, the utility damage coming out of the CTs there was massive, with 2 molly kills, a grenade kill, and then a very fast rotate to run them down. But we weren't expecting a massive outcome from that eco round, and this is going to be a big round.
This might be Cyberstorm's last chance to close it before overtime.
I'd be happy just to see that 15 come up, so we know, at the very least we're going OT, and that's a big kill out of Nico P from the T bridge.
It's all about how they respond after that first kill. If they can be willing to take it slow, make a play, and just continue to peak as a team, it'll make a big difference. Already going back for that bomb. It looks like they're going to commit to the A site early. They haven't had a lot of success here in the last couple rounds. Able to get a couple bomb plants, but not able to close out rounds.
Well, they do still have time with 1:15 on the clock. And
although this lurk from the Professor is huge. This could be the round right here.
Plenty of utility still on the T side.
He's overextending quite a bit.
Oh, and it's going to pay off.
Oh, he's holding his trigger finger. Oh, but he might get caught from behind if he's not smart about this. He needs to get this kill quick. And he's going to get caught out from behind.
We'll take a trade in this scenario, putting them into a 3v4.
Slickton going to get taken down at the A site. You just got to hope that Cyberstorm can make something happen here. They're going to have to deal with the last player here.
And DV8 goes down. EXA with a great shot. And that was the player I was worried about, lining up a spray down on the banana players. But they managed to shut him down quick.
And this op's going to get taken care of from EXO. Great shot, great hold. Just playing the off angle, expecting him to either jump up on that wood pile or try and play in front of it.
And with a close game, we've confirmed at least the OT on the Cyberstorm side. We'd love to see that. Game 1 of the season, starting off with a bang for sure.
Yeah, match point. If they win this one, it's all over for sure. Definitely down. Slickton with an MP9. Not all of the equipment they really want going into this round. A little bit lighter utility. They're going to have to retake if a bomb goes down, but they're not going to have all the essential tools to make it happen.
The Professor is feeling very confident now in this V play, and he is leading the charge here with as much util that he bought this round, only with a flash left on him.
I believe they're just trying to retain that that hit marker must have been heard, but Zeke's going to get taken down with the smoke. Somebody better smoke that. It might just extend. The professor shaking his head saying, please don't.
And then EXO with some clinical frags in these final rounds, finding these B players over and over. I think he's starting to really pick up on how they play and where they play, because it has just been light work for the guy.
Yeah, and I think these small entry rounds have made all the difference for Cyberstorm, because it's forcing rotates, it's making bomb sites play lighter. I mean, right now we see 2 on the A site, and that's just not enough to hold the A site.
And like I was saying earlier about Pearson being that dark horse, now we're seeing him matched up 22 kills apiece on him and Deviate. So Deviate's certainly at a slowed down time. They've really been able to isolate him, but just as I say that, he finds the professor over at B.
Yeah, but the professor coming in alone, that's going to give them the good call. Hey, it's not A.
And that catches at least Slickton by surprise. But they do manage to find 2 of the aggressive
There we go. This is a big 2-on-1. Bomb just getting down in time. Everything comes down to this.
Nico P and Tundra. That's a good combo to have in a 2v1 clutch.
And it's unsure who's going to get the first contact. It's probably going to be Tundra. This could not be a better crossfire. Deviate is likely to come up this lane, and if he doesn't take care of one of the players quickly and expect the second player, this is probably an over game.
With no utility on Deviate, other than a flash, he's going to have to make a decision.
Oh, and Tundra with the tag. That should be the round. No time. Nico's got him. Ball game. Oh, and he's messing with him. That's BM.
It's all over.
You'll love to see it.
CyberstormGG are going to be able to find the game. Game 1 of the season. Going to Cyberstorm. We love it. We love to see it.
Yeah, that was a great match. Some players really coming in key there. Deviate. Can't talk enough about Deviate.
Man, talk about a player that you didn't know of and didn't expect to really pull out, but he was the only reason that, Reload were able to stay in it that first half.
Really the whole game. I mean, he's definitely slowed down in the second half. I think I'm going to go look into the stats right now, but he does finish up with 25. He's still his team's top fragger. Nicholas P coming out on top as the server top frag. But, man, that was a heck of a game. And Deviate, I don't know if you're ever going to see this, but, dude, well played.
Yeah, I mean, they had a lot of faith in that player, leaving him for that solo B so many times. And to be fair, he really did deliver. If there was someone that was going to multi-frag and slow down that push, Deviate was the guy. Now, that last round was quite a nail-biter. It was Nico P, Tundra in a 2v1 against Deviate of all people, and he really made it a show, bringing it down to a 1v1. But Nico P knew how to play it and just secured the round, and we loved that out of Cyberstorm.
Yeah, absolutely. And the amount of time that it took him to get to that site really gave Cyberstorm the ability to just commit to it being a lane play. And that just, I mean, if Tundra doesn't get him, Nico gets him. Nico doesn't get him, Tundra gets him. That's a free round basically at that point.
Yeah, that's a clinical 1v2 situation. They played it by the book, and man, did that book pay off.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like the next Cyberstorm match will be on the 6th. I believe that's Saturday or Sunday. Sunday. So that'll be at 10 p.m. You can catch it here. I believe the mayor might be back with me.
Yeah, I'm down if you are. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the stream. I love seeing the chat. The professor was too busy planning a heist.
There's some good ones. Yeah, absolutely. So thank you, the mayor, for coming by. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I think we've had a pretty consistent 6 or 7 viewers, so it's been a lot of fun. And we will see you Sunday, same time.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Out.